Hey guys, Trainer Jack is back with some post-common action, and yeah, right before this one I actually looked down and I was like, oh, did I mute my mic? Just in case, because that would be hilarious, wouldn't it? If I recorded twice with my mic muted. I already did part 67, I just finished it, and I watched like halfway through to make sure everything was synced up right. Which this one's gonna be synced up right too, because I hit space right when my countdown ended. Here we have admins, and this is the female admin, the ginger one, and she's alright, but she has like huge hair. It's kind of gross actually. Cause you gotta think like 20 years down the road, like what's the hair gonna look like? It's gonna look gross. That's what it's gonna look like. And this admin is big. He's a big poopy head who has like really high level torpedoes. And here, this is the first time I'm like, oh great, you know, Maxie, if I have to fight him, is gonna have like level 60 Pokemon or something, you know, something ridiculous. But at the same time, I'm thinking, look at these levels, like they expect me to come here after I fight the gym, and the gym leaders had like 4 in the low 40s, 4 Pokemon in low 40s, and none of these Pokemon afterward can hold a candle to those 4 Pokemon. What is the point of those 4 Pokemon being so high leveled? Like everything after it's gonna just be too easy. Like this area is holding 0 challenge for me. Because look at my Pokemon, they're all like in the 40s because I had to beat frickin' Solrock, Lunatone, Gardevoir, and Claydol all in the low 40s. You know. So why is what I'm thinking here. I think I complained about it for even longer than I was just now. But I'm gonna move on. I guess I talked about him in the last part, but I guess I might as well give him an actual shout out. Unicorn Rider Joey, he's back doing Pokemon Fire Red randomized. And there's my dog barking because he can tell, because he loves Joey so much that every time I talk about him he just barks and barks and barks. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much exactly why he's barking, alright? I know my dog better than you. God. Now, he probably saw a deer frolicking outside, and he's like, I want to go outside and kill that thing. Even though he couldn't, even if he tried with all of his might. But he is doing Pokemon Fire Red randomized, and it is hilarious because he cannot catch a break with that game. Every bug catcher, I swear to God, the randomizer for him just thinks that bug catcher really means like a gym leader, and not just any gym leader, but like the gym leader in the fictional Pokemon game where every gym leader has legendaries, because he's fought a Ho-Oh from a bug catcher that only had Whirlwind, and it kept using Whirlwind, and he kept switching Pokemon. Like, it only knows Whirlwind. It's gonna keep switching your Pokemon. Stop switching your Pokemon, because switching is a waste of a turn. Just try and attack, because who knows, maybe Whirlwind will fail. But whatever. I was yelling at my screen about that. Then, in the most recently uploaded part, which as of now is part 4, I think, he ran into another bug catcher that had Mewtwo. But he's lucky his starter is Umbreon. Alright, and here, back to my game. I'm trying to figure out exactly this puzzle. I know it gave me trouble back in the past. But I pretty much figure it out, like, immediately. Except not really. Because there I'm like, you know what, I might as well use strength, because then I'll just make sure that I can move it if I ever choose to. And I'm like, I think this is the way I go. And then you push it to the side, because there's no other option there. And then this is the end, is just a little tricky, and then boom. If you push that first one forward, you're screwed. And here is where you get Earthquake, which I was talking about in the last part, which I still have yet to teach Aggron, and I'm at part 72. Part 72, I can't believe I got into part 72. This has been the longest game. If I didn't have all the training and all the failure against the gym leaders, I mean, let's face it, the training has been like 10 parts, knocked 10 parts off. Failure against gym leaders is like, Flannery was a huge bitch. That was the first time. What have I done against? And I'm not gonna give him a voice because it's just gonna hurt my throat. I did give him a voice. It was something stupid. It's like, see how beautiful it is, the sleeping form of Kyogre. I have waited so long for this day to come. It's something like that, just to read the rest of his lines like that. Crap, lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. If I didn't have those failures, I would be at like part 50 right now. I like right now, I mean though. I feel like there's been 18 parts with training, which I could have just left all of that out, except for like the sunken, abandoned ship, because that's like an optional area. Except for going in there for exactly one part. I could have left all the training out and just been like, I fought these trainers, they all have like Staryus and tentacles and stuff. And Sky Warrior is actually extremely useless right here. He doesn't get one hit in, because he's a big douche. But yeah, at least Maxie has level 41s. Makes me feel like my training wasn't useful only for the gym leader, and then after that everything's easier than it should be. But God, I should have done like, if I did Sapphire or Ruby, but probably Sapphire, I would have been done with the LP by now. I definitely would have been done by 68 parts. Hell's yeah. I know that game like the back of my hand. Emerald, they threw a bunch of new crap at me. And thank God for Blaziken actually, because it's super effective and it's dark. Which means that if I ever have to, I can use it against a really powerful Carvanha if Sparkhound is dead or something. But yeah, I feel like I would have been done already. It's just, Emerald's just like been a big pain in my ass. And here we see the debut of Bonerific, I think, and I talk about how someone had said that he's not Bonerific or she's not Bonerific, but look at her head. She's got huge raging boners on there. Okay, she's Bonerific. Deal with it. Ific to the boner, she is. That's what Yoda would say. That's how Yoda would say it, and he would agree with me. And he knows everything about everything, including being really kick-ass lightsaber wielder. So. Shut up. Crobat is kind of annoying. It is, I think in 2nd gen it was the fastest Pokemon. In this gen, it might still be the fastest Pokemon. Because they gave Crobat like huge amount of speed, because as Golbat is like really slow. But then he grows like, his legs become a second set of wings that he can also stand on somehow. It doubles his speed pretty much, which just, I mean, if you watch the anime when Brock's evolved, he was trying to chase down Team Rocket or something, and then he couldn't get there, and he was like, come on, Golbat, you can do it. So Golbat was like, I love you, Brock. I love you so much, I'm gonna evolve. Because that's how Pokemon evolve, starting in the 2nd gen. From love. From tender, tender, sweet, sweet love. Which is not sending the wrong message to kids about bestiality. And it just catches up. It overshoots them like crazy. It pops their Meowth balloon or whatever, which I don't think they have anymore. I think now they use jetpacks. I usually wake up right around when I watch Adult Swim, and then I wake up and turn my TV on, and Pokemon's usually on now. But I haven't seen Team Rocket in a while. I did see some gym battle. Like, I think it was the 7th gym battle, actually. Which I don't know what they're going to do with the anime now. Because, yeah, look at Sparkhound kicking ass and taking names. I don't know what they're going to do with the anime now. Because he's on, like, almost the 8th gym. And instead of releasing the next Pokemon game, they released Black and White 2. So it's the same continent. It's the same region. So what the hell are they going to do with Ash? Is Ash going to go back to the first gym and be like, oh, you're a different gym leader, I'm going to challenge the crap out of you? Is that what's going to happen? Because I feel like that's what's going to happen. Like, what? They kind of screwed the Game Freak kind of screwed over the guys that are doing the anime, because the games came first, and the anime's been built following it. So Black and White 2 have been out for a while in Japan. Unless they're working really close with Game Freak to figure out what the 3D Pokemon's going to be, they must have nothing to do for the anime. Like, they're probably going to make Ash lose against the 8th gym like 50 times in a row, so that Game Freak has enough time to make the next game, because the guys that do the anime probably feel really gypped and really screwed over. Like, I know I would, if I was the one doing it. I would be like, bull to the shit, yo, because what the hell are we gonna do now? You sent the same person, well, not the same person in the story, but you sent someone from the same starting town on through. You changed some gym leaders. Charon is a gym leader now. He's the first gym leader. And Bianca is like an aide to Juniper or whatever. But what the hell, yo? I would be pissed if I was writing that anime. I would be like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? I'm supposed to have like 3 seasons of fillers while you guys come up with the next game, which won't be for like 2 years or a year, probably a year. And here now, if you were in Sapphire, it would be a torrential rainfall, and if you were in Ruby, it would be a heat wave. And if you got into a wild Pokemon battle, you'd have rainy day constantly, or you'd have sunny day constantly, or rain, yeah, started to rain or whatever. And but in this one, I don't know, I didn't run into a wild Pokemon battle. And here comes Steven, kicking ass, taking names with gray hair, premature. A dark gray, like the books I am reading. It means that Steven has talent, he can read my thoughts. I'll never be able to beat him if he's the trainer that I ever have to fight, but I hope he doesn't. I hope I don't have to fight him. He's pretty sweet, because he's pretty kick-ass, probably. Because, I mean, he's flying around doing whatever the hell he wants. He must make so much money from Poke Battles, which he just can own a house. I don't actually own a house, ever, in a Pokemon game. I live with my mommy. And here I surf in here, because I'm like, what the hell's down here? And turns out it was useful because I got protein. Come on. That's what my whale was thinking. I just voiced its thoughts out loud. I'm kind of glad I didn't get into a Pokemon battle, but I figure that whatever's going on while, whatever's happening while, when you run into it, like if it's raining like this, when you run into the Pokemon, it's gonna be raining day. And if you run into it when it's during the heat wave section, it's gonna be sunny day. And it's gonna stay like that. That's what I figure. Maybe it'll switch every other move. I don't know. I didn't really care to find out. Here I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm looking for Sky Warrior to use Fly. Oh no, I was looking for Max Repels. See, that's what I do. I don't know why I would fly. That's stupid. Don't do that. Because I'm trying to get to Sootopolis, which is on the water. And here, these are guys I fought, but just to make sure, I was like, alright, yeah, I did fight these guys. These two lovers I interrupted. And I told you, and instead of going to like the Pokénav or whatever, I'm just like, just go to Fly. It's so much faster. And you can see the whole area, and if you choose to go somewhere, then you can. You don't gotta switch out and go to Fly and then find the town again. And this is right by the entrance. I think the rock marks the entrance. Oh, no. I'm directly in front of it. Down here is where you can run into those Pokemon in those grass. But my Max Repel was still up, so I was like, I'm not gonna waste it. I'm not gonna, because the encounter rate underwater is really low. And this was ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is awesome that they had this. And then, boom, crashing combatants. The original title of this was Legendary Battle, but it's going to be called Clash of Titans, because that's like the movie, and it sounds cooler. I've been having a really hard time coming up with titles. I think it's because I don't really watch what I record now, so I don't remember what it is. Like, I just save it at the end and I title it. And then I don't really go through or watch it, because that's how a lot of LPers get discouraged. They like watch themselves and they're like, oh god, I'm so stupid, I look like such an idiot, you know. Me, I'll watch my own parts every once in a while, not like on YouTube. I won't watch my own parts on YouTube, but in editing, I'll go through and I'll watch it. And there's some times when I'm like, yeah, I'm laughing. I laughed a lot more when it was like Jack and Daxter and Jack 2 and Jack 3. I don't know why. I thought I was funnier back then. I think it's because I've been doing so many Pokemon games. Like there's so much less to talk about. Every generation, it's the same thing, you know. And I'd say the same stuff. I'm like, all right, oh, if you get burned, you know, your attack is only 2/3 of its normal power. It's like that in every Pokemon game. I've said it in every Pokemon LP I've done so far. I'm saying it again just in case someone watches this for the first time. I don't want to like screw them out of information that could be useful. But at a certain point, I'm just like, God, talking about the same thing over and over and over again. And here I speed it up because this is Steven walks slow as hell. And then he talks about Pokemon or something. I don't know why. It's not like they're the main focus of the game or anything. Pokemon, they're just like a side story. What it really is, it's a story of adventure and love. And hot, sweaty disgustingness. I think this is the end of the part. Yeah, this is the end of the part, and the part where I finally unmute my mic is actually coming up, and I'm gonna leave that in. So, sorry about the two post-com parts. I had fun with it, actually. But, yeah. Later, guys. Here I am in real time. Holy crap. My mic muted. I don't know when that happened. Just in case, let me just explain it real quick. I actually should go back and check. I don't know how long it's going to be. But, basically, in the Cave of Origin, normally you'd only awaken one of them, and then they'd be at the end of this Cave of Origin, you fight it, and you catch it or beat it or whatever. Now, Wallace, who's the gym leader, is apparently at the end here, so we'll see what happens in the next part. So, thanks guys for watching, and until then, later.